Welcome back, everybody. It is our Grassroots Citizens Panel. Of course, Hillary Clinton is in the news. She's dominating the news, basically as the only Democrat candidate in the presidential fray for 2016. Now, the problem she faces, which has been pointed out here on the show by previous guests earlier this week, political analyst, is that she's already made it clear that she is trying to distance herself from the economy, and will continue to do so should the economy go sideways or down, as it is anticipated to do for 2016. Now she's distancing herself from Obamacare. How does she do that? How does she win an election attached to the president, who, of course, is an incumbent Democrat, while distancing herself from Obamacare and the economy? Let's go to Bunny Hunter in Florida. Bunny, she was in Iowa, and a business owner who owns a fruit stand asked her why he has to pay more for private plans under Obamacare than previous. And she said, well, we don't know that. That's not right. I vow to keep, quote, the best parts of Obamacare. Is she not admitting that Obamacare is flawed?
Yeah, definitely. And you asked, how does she do what she do? Well, she's a chameleon, so she's going to go whichever way is best for her political gain. I'm not sure she has any morals to speak of whatsoever, but that's another topic. Yeah, and just saying that is admitting straight off the bat that it is flawed. And are there any good things? She's going to keep the best parts? What best parts? What are the good parts? I don't know that there are.
Yeah, you know, it does admit the flaws right out of the bat. Jan, we've had a lot of, each show we have someone from the left on the program, and I would say less than half of the guests that we ask who are on the left say that they're excited about Hillary Clinton. Some say, well, I'm not even sure I'm going to vote for her. How do you feel about Hillary?
Well, I think that defies what the polls are saying. And look, Hillary Clinton is immensely popular. She certainly isn't going to have any opposition within the Democratic Party to the nomination. And so she's enjoyed great popularity over the years. Just to kind of respond to Bonnie, there are some wonderful aspects of Obamacare, the most important of which is people cannot be denied coverage because of pre-existing conditions. People will be able to switch their policies with pre-existing conditions. Parents will be able to keep their children who live in their residences until they're 25 on their policies. There's wonderful aspects of Obamacare. It's not perfect. It's certainly better than the other system. And if there are some imperfections, and Obama has recognized that himself, they're going to be corrected. And Hillary is only saying what President Obama has said. If we have to fine-tune it, we'll fine-tune it. Medicare was fine-tuned.
Why is it a good thing for someone to stay on their plan to 25, 26?
Well, because, you know, lots of times people say, for example, students are in graduate school, or they're unemployed, or they're underemployed, or they're not employable, and they're living with their parents. Lots of people live with their parents up to the 20s or even 30s today. So they ought to be able to, at least living within the household.
Jan Ronis, I'll agree with this point. This is the highest number in recent American history where young people age 30 are living at home with mom and dad because of the economy, not because of Obamacare. Barry Nussbaum, you agree with Barry? I mean, you agree with Jan Ronis?
I agree that health care is a good thing. I think that the part that we're sort of talking around here, Rick, is Hillary is going to run from Obama's policies on foreign policy, domestic policy, and economic policy wherever she can, because the Obama numbers are so low and he's such a divisive influence within the electorate today. I think it's a very safe thing for her to say, Rick. Healthcare is a good thing, like Jan says, and we'll keep the good stuff. By the way, that's the exact same thing the Republicans are saying. We'll keep the good stuff and we'll rewrite it.
Before we move on, I have to come back to a point you made, Jan, saying that the poll numbers show that that Hillary's popular with voters. Recent poll by Rasmussen Report show that 3/4 of Democrat voters do not want Hillary uncontested in the primary. 3/4 of Democrat voters want a challenger to Hillary. What say you to that?
You know, I think that with any democracy that, for example, one-party rule is not good, and there should be opposing points of view heard, and there should be opposing candidates, because I don't
not in the Democrat Party in 2016.
Listen, there are other Democratic contenders out there that I would like to see enter the race, and it ought to be a competitive race, and it ought to be a competitive race. Nobody should be anointed for that position.
That's what we're saying, but you guys are doing it. You're supporting it. Bunny, you want to say something?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Rick. Couldn't agree more. You said it all.
All right. Next topic, a little bit lighthearted. Will a volcanic eruption destroy humanity? If it's not global cooling, it's global warming. If it's not global warming, it's global climate change. Now scientists warn that we should prepare for a global catastrophe. A volcanic eruption, according to the European Science Foundation, could destroy humanity. You worried?
I'm about as worried about a volcano as I am as the sun's going to burn out or we're going to get hit by a meteor. That's so far off my radar screen, I don't even talk about it.
Jan, is this a reason to penalize U.S. industry?
I think texting and driving will destroy humanity before a volcano.
What do you think there, Bunny? You worried?
Yeah, it's not even on my radar. I'm more worried about Hillary right now.
I agree. Now, here's the next topic. Came out today. Researchers are saying that that someone living today has the likelihood to live to the age of 1,000. A researcher said that he is not stopping the aging process. He's not found the fountain of youth, Barry. He says that he has found how to slow down the illness of aging, using his words, not mine. What do you say? Do you want to live to be age 1,000?
I don't know about 1,000, but I could stand for another 50 years. You know, I don't think I've ever met an old, wise person that didn't wish for another decade. So sign me up, put me on the list. I'll be on your show till I'm 150.
Is it going to happen, Jan Ronis?
Well, if it does, I hope it doesn't include your kids staying in your home till they're 800. Till they're 800. So
it's going to have to readjust something, right? Bunny, what do you suppose? Is someone living today that will see age 1,000?
I don't know. It's unlikely, but in my eyes, the type of people this world's pumping out right now, I don't want to see these people to live on that long.
As you said, Barry, that you've never met anyone who said, I wish there were more time. It reminds me of a story. I was in Mass a few Sundays ago, and the Catholic priest said he's 85 years old. His mother lived to be 86, and he said that her final breaths in French were, "It all went so fast."
Wow.
All right. I want to thank our panel, criminal defense attorney Jan Ronis, the founder and president of the Israel Group, Barry Nussbaum, and weapons expert, Second Amendment advocate, Bunny Hunter, and former winner of the Viewer of the Week contest. Thank you each for being part of the panel.
Great to be here.
And I want to thank you, our viewers, for watching. We're back at you again tomorrow night, same time, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, from the edge of America. I'm Rick Amato.